My name is Robert Christopher Wayne Weathers, aka Crazy Bird, Lakota. I am still under attack by Scientology. I was forced to assimilate. Scientology forces people into their religion, for their Scientology practices. They have telepathy, hive mind technology, the ability to read each other's thoughts. They kidnapped me using this technology because I'm a genius. I'm highly intelligent. I'm an author. I write literature, create ideas. They found me doing this on social media and other things, participating in politics, having debates. They became attracted to my intelligence, so they forced me to assimilate. They put hive mind technology in my brain. So let me explain some of the sciences behind it. So there are more than three dimensions. This is a fact. There's more space here than you can see. We have biology in these extra dimensions attached to us. Extra dimensional biology. So you can call it a soul. We have a soul. So the human genome produces a 12-dimensional humanoid with horns on our head. We have a head covering that has two horns. We have short arms and gigantic hands. We even have these tubes that come out of our feet. We can fly through outer space. So we go into outer space upon death, or in the afterlife, and participate in creation. We have magical abilities. We can move particles around with telekinesis. We can control electricity. And our brains vibrate like our thalamus. We wail. We're emotional response, crying. We're wailing spirits. So that is what the human genome produces. We are Nanakai, Anunnaki, horned aliens, go into outer space in the afterlife and participate in creation. We create suns and elements and planets and solar systems. We get bigger the longer we're out there. And we seed these planets. So is true for Earth. That's how Earth exists. So Scientology, they're biohackers, body hackers. They cut their horns off, cut into their brains, and install technology. And then they cut parts of their brains out and they put it in machines. So there's this entanglement property between our third dimension and our extra dimensions. You can remove body parts, specifically brain tissue, and take it to a remote location. You're still in that body part. They cut their brain out and took it somewhere. They take it, put it in machines. It's part of their hive mind technology. They're body snatchers. They've gotten away with it for a long time, and they they're addicted to it. They do it over and over and over again, stealing body parts. I'm being harassed. They harass me constantly, berate me. They say I've done something wrong. Somehow justifies their criminal behavior against me. And I write literature. So I'm part Native American, I'm part Caucasian. Uh, I write literature. I wrote Crazy Bird comics. Uh, I have several issues or several versions of Crazy Bird, just comic books, super Native American hybrid superhero, scientist trying to save the world. Something fun I did. And then I wrote the ECA, the Environment Creation Agency, which is a government agency designed to replace the Federal Reserve. So it moves the Federal Reserve into the government, makes it a government agency. It's for the people, by the people, and it creates a new currency. So another one of my inventions, I created a new currency, kind of like Bitcoin, uh, but it's the Buffalo dollar or divine currency. It was going to be divine currency, but Devin Singh stole the title before I started on it. So it's Buffalo dollars. I'm glad he did. Anyways, so that's another one of my some of my literature, my creations, and my ideas. I wrote Alien Bob, Bug Bob, Space Bob. I like astrophysics too, the creation of planets and solar systems and the composition, what they're made out of, and how it works, all the elements uh, working together, and trying to uh, hypothesize or imagine the types of life you can find on different types of planets and solar systems and things of this nature, things of that nature, astrophysics, and the creation of elements. Yeah, I write a lot, and they think they own that. They think they own my literature. They're going crazy, nuts, reading my mind, this hive mind technology. They have done nothing but cause me sickness. It causes sickness. It's hive mind technology. So they cut their souls. So we have a Nanakai soul. If you make an Nanakai in the afterlife, a, a, a whole one, a complete one, and fly through outer space. Scientology, they cut their Nanakai off, cut it into pieces. They make like 4 or 5 different biologies out of it. That's how every 3 dimensions creates a new layer. They remove their head covering, their horns, and their protective layers. They cut themselves into pieces, and they cut other people's body parts to pieces. They need other people's body parts too to make themselves whole. Call them piece parts creatures. They use lizards. They steal lizard souls. They steal insect souls like praying mantises and grasshoppers and wasps and crickets. They do worms too. Also parasites, big worms. Yeah, some of them have teeth. Yeah, they stick them all together and make vehicles and drive them around. And they go out there and they get big too. Yeah, some of them look human. Yeah, they make humans too. Depending on which way you turn. See, upon death, the natural experience or the natural behavior is we grab all of our particles. It's like we grab ourselves and we turn around. We pull all of our biology into one direction, into one biology, and it's a Nanakai. We fly into outer space, and that's the natural cleave or the natural death cycle. And these Scientologists, they can pull themselves the other way too. They pull themselves back and face the other direction. And that's not supposed to be that way. They call themselves lizard people. Yeah, and they play God on people too. And they steal other people's biologies. They stole my biology. And they forced assimilation into a hive mind. Yeah, the ECA. So the Environment Creation Agency is a government agency designed to replace the Federal Reserve or run in tandem with it. And it uses trickle up economics. In order to do this, I created a new type of currency that can only be spent on approved products and services. And these products and services have to be approved by the ECA. So the ECA is a science council. We rule by science in the future. And this council consists of cabinets, uh, individual uh, divisions or room or cabinets that pertain to each aspect of our reality. There's a cabinet for education, a cabinet for healthcare, a cabinet for agriculture or nutrition, a cabinet for housing, a cabinet for communication, a cabinet for clothing. And these cabinets approve the spending of Buffalo dollars. So then they approve the products and services we get, and everybody gets them. Everybody in the world. So this Buffalo dollars, it belongs to everybody. Everybody can have as many of it, much of it as they need. Trickle up economics. Everybody across the whole universe. Even the deer and the buffalo and the grass and the trees, they get Buffalo dollars too. Everybody gets them. And once these cabinets approve products and services, they have to meet certain requirements too. They have to be state of the art, mil spec. They have to be the best we can possibly do. Organic nutrition, uh, good clothing and stuff. Get the best healthcare we can get. And the people that work in these cabinets, they have to be trained, highly skilled, and they have to meet requirements. So I created another basically, I just used a scale, a sliding scale. I put intelligence on one side and morality on the other. So this is intelligence and morality scale. So you gain intelligence points or lose them, or or gain morality points or lose them. So we want people with high intelligence and high morality, and they have to have both to work for the ECA, especially morality. Morality is there's uh, no debate. You have brain damage, bad. It stole brain tissue. They tried to give themselves a transplant. They tried to put my intelligence on another human being. Yes, it did. He's Scientologists. They're talking to me right now. This is kidnapping. They're kidnapping me. They're here right now in my locations. Home invasion, stalking. So they try to cut my brain tissue out and put it on another human being or another one of their alien forms, one of their biologies. Plus, they have the technology to look at brain tissue and read neurology and neural conditioning, memories and connections. It's disgusting. Dr. Kevorkian shit. Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. They can put it in machines and read them. They use technology, and this technology interfaces with brain and central nervous system tissue, and they can isolate and look at or observe individual memories and neural connections and read them, and it's, it's disgusting. And I'm highly intelligent. I love songs. I can make songs. I can rhyme and make poetry. But I like literature, creating new ideas. I've been kidnapped by Scientology. They're planning on stealing more brain tissue. So they're body snatchers. They've been putting shit in my food and water, so they cut their souls off and they stick a technology in it and they drive it around. That's Scientology. They make all different types of biologies: lizard people, insectoids, worm people, humans. They make Barbie dolls and humans, and they get big too. The longer they're out there, they make alienoids too, and they get alien forms. Yeah, they're playing God on people. They've damaged my lungs, my brain, my heart, my nervous system. So they cut other people's body biologies off too, because they can drive that too. Especially the big ones, they collect people's body parts, biology. They're making little Barbie dolls out of people and shit. Scientology. Yes, there are people on Earth driving their alien forms or their souls. They cut their souls off. They're driving around. Some of them do look human, giant humans. They got a Nunnakai form too. They're Nunnakais. They're turned around the wrong way. Thank God on people. Now I'm getting berated. Say I've done something wrong. That's false. I did nothing wrong. I got kidnapped 14 years ago, doing nothing wrong. Participating in politics, writing literature, on social media, being highly intelligent, controlling the world, trying to take over the world legally. It's legal to participate in politics. It's legal to have debates. I've never been, my Facebook account's never been deleted. I've never been banned. I've never even been to Facebook jail. We have block buttons and tools to deal with communicating through social media. I should follow the law, abide by the law. No one gets hurt. Y'all are not abiding by the law. It's just theft, soul theft, biological theft. No one wanted to turn me into a worm god or a fucking. I had a bug. I was an insectoid. They're, they're making surrogates out of me. That's what they call surrogates. So if you drive another organism, the other organism is called a surrogate. So they're using some of my biology as surrogates and transplants, all types of disgusting shit. Dr. Kevorkian type shit, Frankenstein type shit. So I left Mississippi. They took Coco. They killed Coco Beans, my dog, the Chihuahua. I brought me and Sissy left Mississippi. We went to another state, closer to family. I had family in other states.